Hello and welcome to VollgazzRacing Season 7,
The riders are getting ready.
round, Division 1, Round 4, here at a raining Mandalika. So we have most people here apart from Adam and Mud. Hoy, you might recognise that name from Season 4. That is actually Sire. He's round his house and just decided to go on here, so that's fair enough. And we have a wild card in Joe, who you might remember from seasons 2 and 3. He had good form at that point, so we'll see what he can bring to the table.
Here we go.
Flat, looking for a 4th pole position in a row. Let's see how he does. First time we see him in the wet this season, and he's taking a very interesting tactic of going straight on through the chicane. Sure how well that would fare, but it's gone okay, it seems.
Really would not be surprised if I'm starting last.
If you ever in real life, Miguel Oliveira won in the wet, followed by Fabio Quartararo and Johan Zarco. So, in that theory, Craig and Saya are the favourites, followed by Platt. Obviously, this game does not completely follow real life, and probably means that Platt is going to take pole, but we remember that Jack was extremely strong in the wet in Season 5, getting a couple of pole positions and podium places, and fastest laps in the wet conditions on board his Suzuki. So he's one to look out for, but we'll start with Platt. He's going to be the first person to spin a lap. Goes into the final corner, and we'll begin the lap of Mandalika. Down the straight. Now you get into 6th gear, shorter gearbox than most tracks. Down into 2nd gear, maybe even into 1st gear. Out of the first turn. Now it's a quick chicane. This is a click right, and then it's a double left. So we're going to try and take as much entry curve as possible, take a bit wide, cut back for the late apex. They want to hug the white lines, which is possible to open up these sectors of right-handers, which were infamous for Marco sending himself to the moon in warm-up. And that started his blurred double vision, all that series again, and that put him out for a round. Jack Berman's gone down at whatever thing that is, and whoever's those two have gone through, Nelson and I think Finley. I'm going to confirm that. Nope, it's not Finley. It's Craig have thoughts of their laps cancelled. Now where's VTR? Here he is. Just going through the 3rd sector now. All the front going a little bit there. And as we were talking about in Division 2, oh, VTR goes down.
I'm so bad in the rain.
So I don't actually know who's the next person on live lap. It might be Finley. So on this game compared to the last one, the movements through the turns on these bikes is very bad. Just tip in and the bike just wobbles and wobbles and wobbles. And there's not really a lot you can do about it. There's obviously things you can change with the bike, make it a bit stiffer, or however you want to do it. But there's no real fix. You just have to remove it from your mind that it's actually happening, and for me that's how I ride through these conditions. Anyway, Finley, he comes across the line and goes on to pole position provisionally, but here comes Howling and Joe. Howling takes the top spot for the first time in this session. Here comes Joe, taking Aaron's spot for this round, because Aaron's obviously moved to Aprilia. The LCR Honda, the Honda struggled so far this season. Nelson gained a 2nd place, that's as good as they've got. Howling was close to a podium last week before a crash and running out of fuel. Here comes Joe, can he jump onto the front row? Yes, he does. Now, I believe the wet might have caught him out, because I think he's been practicing dry all week, and the wet might have caught him out, but I'll have to confirm that. Here comes Platt, 2 red sectors. Is this going to be a 3rd one? Yes, it is. You can see the Ducati just moving about a lot. using quite a bit of the curb. It's a very risky strategy doing that with the bike. You know, you don't want to, you know, notorious doing it the paint, but some curves on this game you can take, some curves in real life you can take. You have to have a lot of trust in the bike. Now, coming to the final corner, 5 minutes already gone on the session. He sets the GP22 up, he crosses the line to go pole position by 0.4 per second, so there's still time left, there's still time for them to find. Oh, Finley's messed that up. And he comes Jack approaching the same section. And Nelson's gone down. Where is he? Yeah, that's his lap. That's Jack's lap cancel. He's gone down anyway.
The director
So that's the easy way for him to lose the lap. And now here comes Sire through the chicane, which I think he cut. I don't know if he cut that there. After.
I'm not looking forward to this. That's gone slower.
He just rode the curb, I think. So. Oh, he's lost the front anyway. So that ends that argument. Now he. Hooray. Can't really find him. Here he is. Improvement in sectors 1, improvement in sectors 2. Through turn 10, the front moving a lot. The front was moving a lot on the brakes in the dry. It's moving even more in the wet, with the tyres being softer, the forks being softer. Everything's just softer and more movement in the bike. So we now change direction for turn 12. Now the chicane of turn 13 and 14. Howling goes down. People pushing over the limit already. That's gone down as well.
There's none in my way. That's good.
Now we go through the long right hander of turn 15. So trying to take the apex nice and tight. Oh, he's lost the front as well. Trail braking is so hard to master. Now here comes Finley. And he does the exact same thing. Ridiculous how easy it is. And on the side of the tyre for so long with so much brake pressure, and the right side of the tyre just heats up too much, can't take the load, and down you go. It's that simple. For me, the best way to do it is to try and take it in as straight as line as possible, run right, really wide, and then make sure you can get off the brake, turn the bike as much as possible, get the late apex and gas at 0 as possible. Just like that. You can get through just about fine. Now Joe goes for the final corner with a Johnny Ray inspired helmet, kind of. And across the line he goes onto the front row. We've got 2 Hondas on the front row. Been a while since that's happened. And here comes his teammate Finley in the top 5. So all the Hondas are inside the top 6, which is very rare this season. But here we go, change the direction back. His time is not going well so far, and neither for the 2 Suzukis. Struggling with crashes. Here comes Sire across the line. This is going to be an improvement. He jumps up into 5th place. And now here comes Finley. I'm going to go above the front wheel so you can see what happens here. So we go hit the early part of the corner, try and run wide as possible, not take as little load on the front tyre as possible. Then he's got it nice, he slows down. Now he's changed direction for the final corner. You take as much curve as you want for this corner. And now gas it out. How much improvement is going to be?
Way too heavy.
3 tenths per second, but it keeps me in 6th place.
Because how heavy the bike is.
Now we go to VTR, he crosses the line, and he jumps up into 4th place. Jack's invalidated again, so Jack just struggling with invalidations currently. And Howling, he's not improving either.
Oh, we've
I'm
gone
pretty sure
down.
him being P2 at the moment, he will take that. Okay, he's improving again. The time's a bit close enough as it's working, and that is a good decision by Finn to back out of that. That was almost, I think I'm going to see a Marquez crash there, but luckily he backed out of it. But looking to try and improving 8.2 seconds off the pace. That obviously includes a crash. I can't remember where I think he crashed in sector 2. Let's see if he improves in this sector, hard on the brakes. Yes, he does. Okay, through turn 10 we go. Now we approach turn 11. Try to take this as tight and fast as possible. Now into turn 12. This will depend on your exit from turn 11, the amount of corner speed you can take. Now into the fast chicane of turn 13 and 14.
Whoa.
There's sort of a little weird dip here. You change direction. And now into turn 15. Hard on the brakes.
Oh, we've crashed.
So we can get through this corner this time. Green flags, he's just escaped the yellow flags there. Joe has gone down. Saya with a red sector 1. And here we go. Down to the line. Where's Jack gonna go on his Suzuki? Into 5th place. Here comes Craig. Across the line and he remains in 6th place. Saya now 1.3 seconds off Nelson. Is on an improved lap. Yeah, he's in 9th place, he's in dead last. This is not where we usually see Nelson. We usually see him inside the top 5 at worst in these kind of sessions. I mean, it took him forever to get his first pole position. But still, you should not be in this position. And he's gone down, pushing too hard on the front tyre. Now he could say it. He's just going to skip the other flags.
I can't do this.
And now we approach the final
so
corner.
Slow.
For the season 6 champion. Oh no, he's lost the front in the final corner. I cannot believe that. I believe he's running a sort of 2000 and I can't remember the year it was, 2003 Mugello helmet of Rossi. I think it was 2003. Style special helmet. Jack is improving again. Can he jump his teammate? Can he jump onto the front row of the grid? Using his wet weather skills to his advantage. Gliding the bike as much as possible, trying to sculpt a lot of speed. He ran a bit wide at the mid apex. Well, a lot better than his teammate though. Through the final corner. Oh, and he's lost the front. And everyone thankfully dodged. And now Joe is on a lap. Improving in the first sector. Always ran really wide, the front dropped, but he's kept it going. Very impressive stuff by Joe there. And now hard on the brakes for the wild card. That mistake's cost him in the second sector. Platt improving. Didn't improve in the first sector, but improved in the second, but that's wide. And he spun the rear up, and that might have cost him a good sector 3 time. Let's see. Yes, it has. Unlikely he will improve, but if he can do a good last sector, he might be able to just about salvage this lap. On the curb again, and that spun the rear up. I think that is the lap over, and the rear's just testing.
I can't. I'm so bad.
And now into the final corner, and Joey's gone down in the penultimate corner. That's
funny.
Gonna be a big one if it's wet tomorrow. That does not improve. Craig is invalidated. Where is Nelson? He's approaching the end of the lap to start his final set of flying laps. He goes straight on into the hairpin. Just showing the struggles he's having with this bike.
I can improve by quite a bit.
VTR following someone in front of him. It's Craig. Oh, he's got on the white line. You do not want to do that, and he's gone straight on. Platt improving in sector 1. Through the fast right hand, he's now changed the direction. Through the left,
oh
the bike bouncing all over the place, and that's an invalid lap time.
Come on, let's think. So Platt is improving. It's 0.6 to first. I can improve by 0.6. I did a perfect lap. I know I can get second though.
The rider on.
And he's gone and lost the time. Unfortunately, for the season 4 Division 2 champion.
Come on, let's go.
Nelson not improving in sector 1. Can he improve in sector 2? Holding the brakes. Yes, he can. The rear sliding a lot into the brakes with all the pressure on the front. The rear just skating with not a lot of grip on it. No weight. Platt's got down again at the penultimate corner. And Craig, with an improved with a fastest sector 2 time, Craig could he do a massive upset and put the Yamaha on pole position. Here comes Nelson into the final sector, just trying to survive this penultimate corner. He does do. Craig is on a 3rd red sector. I do not believe this. Sector 3 red sector. I mean, can he put this on pole? Here comes Nelson. He comes across the line and moves into 7th place. Here comes Craig. One more corner to negotiate. Is this going to be pole for Craig? On the gas, he's on the curve there. That might have cost him some drive. And he's lost. He's missed out by 5 thousandths of a thing getting on that curve. Might have cost him that.
So bad.
5 thousandths of a second he's missed out by. He comes Finley into the final.
That's my turn.
Hairpin corner, and he's made it. He's made it through the right hand and now into the left. He's just going to survive here, and he might not be last. That's not where he wants to be. And he jumps into 8th place. Whatever Craig's done, it's genius. 5 thousandths of a second off pole position. Definitely his best qualifying performance in a long time. And Sire's still struggling to put the lap in. BTR is on his opening lap, as well as his teammate Anjo, I think. They're improving in sector 1, but that BTR doesn't improve. Finley's improving. So here we go, into the braking zone. Howling's gone down in sector 2. No, he hasn't. I don't know where he's crashed. He's crashed somewhere on circuit. Anyway, Finley now, he's lost time in sector 2, and so is Joe. They're all pushing to the limit, and Howling's going to get one more go at this. He's got a box, put some new soft tyres in, or maybe mediums if that's the tyre you have to go for. Just deplete the tank of fuel and just go for it on the final lap. Jack improving in sector 2. Can he find something? Through the left, the front just moving all the time. The bike just wobbling and twitching. Now going to the bridge. There goes Finley.
And look at that.
Bridge, get out the way.
I'm not even braking late and it does
that. Tire too much. He's a bit wide.
Right, one more lap. Here we go.
And he's down. Just pushing the front too much. Nelson is invalidated, so he's not going to get many laps to go at this. Howling is just going to be able to do one more lap. He needs to get out VTL's way though.
Oh, that's session over now.
Oh, he's just going to go straight on. There we go, he's got to use all the tactics to... Oh, we know he's down! Howling's gone down, trying to cut the corner. Taking the corner way too fast, but he somehow spawned... Oh, he spawned all the way back at turn 1. No! That might be session over for Howling.
Well, I can still get another lap to power 1 it and cut the corners. I can still get another lap.
Took it a bit too fast and a massive tank lapper and down he went.
I can't crash.
Sire is on an improved lap time. Jack Berman's down, that is his session over. Howling's down, that's definitely his session over now. Sire really wide through the chicane, Platt really wide through the chicane as well.
Oh, we should get another lap.
Here comes Sire into the final 2 corners. He might just be able to get this through. Yes, he does. On the gas now.
I just can't
approaching the final corner, trying to lose a foot like he did last time. Right, we can't. Nicely done. Sit the bike up.
This final corner.
Plants the power, all that power the Yamaha's got. And he jumps into 6th place.
Oh, Sire's actually behind me.
He was lost time in the 3rd sector. Can he salvage something? He's got on the curve. I can't see him doing that now. All the way on the side of the tyre. The front is, oh my god, that Honda looks so awful. And he's got it stopped somehow. And we get into the final corner. Joe might get one more go at this, you know. He's going to be close. 4, 3, 2, 1. He's going to get one more go at this. Just to prove. Sire with a red sector 1. Can Sire salvage something? Craig missed out by 5 thousandths of a second. And Sire put the Yamaha on pole position. He was second in Austria. He led the race for so long before crashing. And Nelson, 2 Pramac riders are on laps now. Oh, he's lost the front and he's down. He's asked for Nelson. Sire using all the curve, taking maximum risk. He goes through sector 3 now, approaching the sector point. What kind of colour sector? VTL red sector, Joe red sector, Tohoy. So Sire, red sectors, here we go. It's red sector light up Craig, another red sector. Can Platby stop to just lose this pole position right at the death of the session? Into the final 2 corners for Sire. The front's moving all the time. He's managed to stay on the bike, which without a turn left into the final corner. Can Sire gas it to the line?
No!
Take pole position to the massive wheel and he's gone down! No, I don't.
Oh!
VTL's about the lap.
Oh!
Where's Joe? Joe's coming now into the final sector. Where's Craig? He's coming across the line and he's missed out on pole position. I don't know how much by Joe.
Oh!
The front's moving. Oh, it's chattering so much. He's just about kept it going. Into the final
I don't
corner.
believe
Can
it.
Joe steal pole position from Platt? In this final sector, he gasses the Honda to the line. Is it pole position for the wild card? It's not. Oh my days.
That's the end of the qualifying
Platt
session.
takes his
Position
4th pole
is
position
now
off the season, just
confirmed.
about with many red sectors
Oh.
at that last lap.
Left for me to say
Who
goodbye
knows
for
what
now
would have
and
happened
see you
if
for the
Craig
race.
didn't make a mistake. Sire didn't
Oh
crash.
no, I just...
Unbelievable. Anyway, Craig, a very good second place. Joe on the front row, taking the top Honda spot on the in 3rd. Howling in 4th, VTR in 5th. Sire in 6th, Jack in 7th, Nelson in 8th, and Finley in 9th. The gaps are all very close together, so we could have a good race in our hands, should it be wet. Anyway, that has been it for qualifying. We'll see you for the
I
race
ran
tomorrow.
too wide.
Goodbye.